Lots of updates today, guys. Things from real people, stuff you're not gonna see on the news. Maybe you're wondering why you see all of these hiring signs everywhere, yet we've got an employee shortage. And don't forget, random food shortages. So let's get your batteries charged up for September, so that way you guys know what to keep your eyes open for, keeping you informed of what you need to know. Coming right up. Back to all the subscribers and you new people. If you're brand new here, like news updates that affect you, emergency preparedness tips weekly, be sure to hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date. Let's jump into this one. Like I said, I think it's really important to share some of these real life experiences that subscribers are taking the time to write down, to fill in the community so you guys are better aware. Being alert, being aware is being equipped, because emergency preparedness, prepping for SHTF, happens to be the name of the game these days. Here we go. Right out of the gate, we got a prep now alert coming from AIW and some other letters. The railroads are scheduled to strike on the 16th. That will cause empty shelves, maybe martial law, and rations. Nothing surprises me anymore. I haven't touched on this, but I know you've heard about that on other channels like Adam Snyder and some of the other prepping channels, but it's coming. We don't know what to expect, but that's definitely on the roadmap for September. What the heck is coming from Yeshua? I work around the port of Oakland, and I have been seeing them generators leave out of the port daily for weeks on flatbeds. Generators I saw are much bigger than the ones in your last video. They are bigger. They are the size of a 40-foot high cubed shipping container. See, aren't you guys seeing it too? Signs of a power outage. Signs everywhere, guys. I'm seeing signs pointing in the name of power outages. I hope you're ready. Inflation prep now. Kim Smith writes, Tessie on YouTube put out a video Tuesday. Family and friend works at Walmart. The corporate meetings told her directly, Walmart will be raising food prices 50% for the last quarter. She concludes her statement with, when the disaster strikes, the time to prepare has passed. So be prepping now, guys. Employment crisis. Jean writes, I'm 57. Last year I was looking for a job. Hiring signs everywhere. Could only apply online. I applied just about everywhere. I didn't get a single call back. Not one! Exclamation. I finally called in a favor to a friend of a friend to get me a job. It's nice to know who you can depend on. And I've been hearing that more and more. A lot of people are applying for things and not getting any calls back. I've read that numerous times. So you see all of these hiring signs everywhere and no one's getting called back. What is up with that? If you know something I don't know, put it in the comments down below. A food shortage report from Georgia Francis. Walmart seeing lots of dented cans expiring in 60 days or less on the shelf. No peanut butter. Many items dwindling. No shortage of chips and salsa though. No shortage of cake mixes and frostings, and no whole green beans. Inflation. Esme Garcia. I live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment for $2,300 a month. I rent 2 rooms because I cannot afford to rent my own. Now, hearing the new apartment owner has raised the rent to $5,250. She says that this is a Hispanic community that cannot afford that. A lot of people are being evicted. The reason I picked this one is it's another one that I'm seeing repeat comments. Tons of people talking about rent going through the roof. You know what that means? A lot of people living out of their cars. A lot of people moving to tent cities. We don't see any signs of anything getting any better with this. So the time to think ahead and prep is now. Food shortage alert. Susan Cooper, I can't find any lentils anywhere. I'm in Oregon. Used to get them at the Dollar Tree. Didn't find any at Walmart either. So I'm not sure, but it sounds like there could be a shortage on lentils. And here's one on possible sabotage. Kind of related to that water shortage, non-drinkable water in the capital of that state. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we have some issues with this on a smaller scale. 2 breaks in main water pipes in 2 separate parts of the city within just a few days of each other. A little suspicious? Yeah. I have heard that the lack of maintaining water systems is intentional. They're coming at us from every angle, no doubt. Lots of people saying that, guys. We're about halfway through, so I'll throw in a little intermission. Some of you guys that watch me regularly, you might wonder what's going on here. surgery. I'm actually still a little bit foggy. It's one of those lessons that you only learn when it happens to you. And I'm gonna pass on this emergency preparation to all you guys tomorrow. It's a fundamental life lesson that you can only learn probably from someone that's dealt with it. So tomorrow, which is Sunday, if you're watching this video Sunday or after, I'll put a video link card at the end of this video, and I'll also put a link down in the description. You will learn about the emergency on the homestead. And with that, I'm gonna tell you something very important that every home should have. Moving right along, Sonia B writes, inflation. This month, September, my electricity bill went from $80 to $200. That's steep. The chicken wings I buy, $20. It used to be $6. And I shop at Food for Less to get a deal with my crab meat. Was $4, now $95. I'm not sure if that's a typo. That's a big jump. I can go on and on. This is getting really hard to shop for enough food for my family. 3 of my grandkids got a 3rd job just to make ends meet. It's really getting bad. Please be prepared for your family. Thank you for your videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you guys. Right here, hiring but not hiring. My son has been looking for a job 4 months. And a lot of places just have hiring signs but are not actively hiring. That's what I'm saying. I see these hiring signs everywhere. And I don't see anybody hiring anybody. And I sure in the heck noticed the employment shortages. Food price inflation, say what says at the end of August. 5 pounds of potatoes, $6.48, $8.48, $8.27, $4.67, $4.97. Pounds of potatoes, $11.98. 5 bags of shredded cheese, $17.68. 4-pound cheese block, $14.28. Another job-related one. Almost 3 years ago, I walked out of 35 years in the education system. And so far, I've filled out 268 job apps. I've heard back from 2. Only from 2 of them, and not 1 job. And not 1 job has called back any of my references. I'm filling out apps for 3 different counties. Now been filling out job apps for jobs that I can do, but I'm not qualified for. North California here. That's tough. It's tough. That comment reminds me. The other day I was talking to a personal friend, and they were saying that their daughter was trying to find a place to move because we were talking about kids still living at home way past the age they should be. And she said that her daughter's been filling out applications for houses to move, to rent. Every single application requires a credit check. The credit checks cost like $50. She said that she's went through over $500 recently just in credit checks and still isn't getting any place. So the challenges out there are real. Let's roll with the job crisis. Mary Beth writes, as for the job situation, my husband and son were told to put in their applications online, but they never heard back from anyone. Everyone needs help, but they won't hire. And then when they do hire the people that get the jobs, they don't work. She says, I don't know what's going on. And isn't that true? It's like when I went to Sportsman's the other day, I told you guys this story in another video. Hired 3 new people in the last week. 2 of them didn't show up. The person that did show up came to work. They asked him to work in a different department because they were short. He didn't want to, so he left. And those are the people getting the jobs when these people really want a job and they can't even get a call back. Remember guys, give me that good information. Put a good comment down. Let me know what you're seeing in your parts of the world so I can share it to the rest of the community. Tons of people read through the comments. Supply chain issue. Ron B writes, food shortages are absolutely real. I'm an independent contractor, transport goods to these grocery stores. Right now, our invoices are averaging about 15 to 20% out of stock. He ends it with pre-pandemic levels were 2 to 3% out of stock. Another one on inflation here from Edostorafan. I live in New Hampshire and our electric rates just doubled. New Hampshire, rates doubled. Add that to the fact that a lot of homes are using heating oil, as we do. Just had our tank filled and it was $706 for 150 gallons. She ends it with, it's gonna be a long winter. Another one here on inflation. Mountain Tiger writes, yesterday as of this comment, I was charged $25 for a 9-pack of Charmin. If he's referring to toilet paper, it's already on the red alert right now. And here's a Walmart alert. Donna from Ledge Hill Farm Homesteading. Went to Walmart the other night. 7 employees standing around watching the self-checkout. Not one register open. Only self-checkout. Which sucked because I had $221 worth of groceries to check out. Not impressed. This one's from Jess Pixie. One related to jobs getting bad. During lockdown 2, my oldest tried to take his own life because of abuse from Wally World online customer service as a call center worker and not being able to do things. ASDA is no longer owned by Walmart in the UK. He decided F working and went back to college to study music production. Free tuition in I'm guessing that's Scotland. Now in his last year with a baby on the way, his wife works full time. He did apply for 40 part-time jobs. Did not get one callback or email. Those stories are sad. In Scotland, NI, and Wales, we don't pay for meds. Hosp care is paid through taxes, so it's free at the point of use. The price of things are tripling, quadrupling in the UK. People generally don't can, dehydrate, or freeze dry. I have bought a dehydrator, still to use it, watched your video on how to can chicken, if we can actually find any. I live in what you call a food desert. We have loads of workers striking over pay in UK wide. Petitions to get people to stop paying their energy bills. Teach these companies and governments a lesson. I don't know where I'm going to find $3,549 from October to the spring when they can hike it again. The middle class are now being squeezed. It's the only time we can say we are all in this together. English people in particular can be all right jacks unless it affects them. I can see socialism might mean something different to a lot of you, but it works in many countries. The messed up UK government is small state doing nothing, privatizing everything. Scotland, it's very different, and no, our government isn't up in our face. We are sick of having UK government shoved in our face when people are going hungry and can't afford rent and could freeze this winter. It's happening all over Western world and the world at large. And that's a scary thought, guys. A lot of scary things going on with crises around the world that show and point that this winter is going to be a hard winter. So especially be preparing for this winter. And on with that price gouging and inflation. Happy to see you, writes, Target got me on zero water filters, charging me almost $15 more than what was on the shelf label. Walmart is constantly getting me. Last week was potatoes ringing up for almost $2 more than the listed price. So annoying. Make you feel better now, writes, this is happening in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, but the PM, which means Prime Minister, just threatened that the entire country with lockdowns and mandates if 90% of us don't get boosted. That could mean 4 doses in total, depending on what their updated definition of vaccines means. That sucks. I like freedom. I like free will. And to tell you the truth, I don't think we're very far behind them at this point. Lots of crazy things going on out there, guys. Be updated. Check out these 2 videos right here. Let me know if you guys like these real life updates from people. Let me know down in the comments below. Keep prepping, keep learning, keep doing. We'll see you guys on the next one.